Today on CTV News at 5, a pedestrian airlifted to hospital after being hit by a transport truck. The investigation near Rockwood. Plus, tires targeted in a vandalism spree in Elmira. The damage done and search for people responsible. And food for thought, the new program at a local library focusing on healthy eating habits and getting comfortable cooking. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon. We begin near Rockwood, where a pedestrian was rushed to hospital after being hit by a transport truck during the early morning commute. The crash happened on Wellington Road 124 at Wellington Road 29 around 5 a.m. Police say the truck was traveling eastbound when it hit the pedestrian. The pedestrian was taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries.
The pedestrian was an adult. I don't have an age as of yet. Right now that person is at a trauma center out of region. I can say that they were originally transported by land ambulance, and then they were later transported by Orange Air Ambulance to outer region trauma center.
A stretch of Wellington Road 124 was closed for several hours for the investigation, but has since reopened. Police say they're looking for anyone who may have been in that area just before 5 a.m. who has dash cam video to get in touch. They're also reminding drivers and pedestrians to stay vigilant, noting an increase in serious crashes across the province so far this summer. It was a confusing and chaotic start to the week for some Elmira residents. Monday morning, some truck and SUV owners woke up to find their tires had been deflated. It's the work of a group called the Tire Extinguishers. They are eco-activists who are trying to get large gas-consuming vehicles off the streets. Police say over 30 people reported their tires had been deflated yesterday and say despite no damage to vehicles, this is a crime and a serious safety concern.
There is no permanent damage that was sustained from any of the vehicles. However, this is mischief to property, so the charge would fall under mischief under $5,000. They don't realize that the air has been let out of their tires and they start driving. So obviously there is the safety component.
Police are still looking for the person or people behind this. Anyone with information is asked to contact them. You may be seeing more vehicles with tinted windows on the roads these days, and it seems like business is booming for these sorts of services. But drivers still have to be careful about which windows they get tinted and how dark. Let's go to CTV's Tony Grace live in studio for a closer look at this and some other stories we're following. Tony, good afternoon.
Hey, Leanne, thanks so much. Yes, we spoke with some installation specialists at a shop in Waterloo Region earlier today who say they've definitely noticed a rise in popularity. They say some of the benefits include keeping heat out of cars by increasing AC efficiency and limiting glare from the sun. Drivers also say they quite simply like the way it looks. But the staff at All Bright Glass and Tint telling us they have to steer customers in the right direction because there are strict rules about which windows can be tinted and how dark.
In the province of Ontario, there is a prohibition on having any tint whatsoever on your front windshield. Your rear passenger and rear driver side windows and your back window can be tinted as dark as you like.
At 6, CTV's Spencer Turcott here's some tips for drivers who are considering this type of investment. Also tonight, hot, humid weather has been the perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. The region has traps set to test for West Nile virus. No cases found in humans or standing water around the region this year so far, but a dead bird tested positive for carrying West Nile. Public Health's encouraging people to protect themselves.
Within their property, we recommend that they remove any standing water sites, also to ensure that there's screens on their windows and on their doors, to change their water baths, change their ornamental ponds at least once to twice weekly.
Colton Weens will have more on the work that they're doing to keep an eye on the mosquito population coming up at 6. So we'll see you for those stories at the top of the hour. For now, Leanne, I'll send things back over to you.
Appreciate it, Tony. Thanks very much. And hot, humid weather. Tony mentioned those words. It felt like that out there today, Alex. The humidity, not as bad as it's been, but Still a good day to get outside and enjoy the sunshine.
Oh yeah, if you are a sun lover, today would have been your lucky day.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're in for some more sunshine tomorrow, which is good news. And yes, that humidity is keeping away for a little bit, but expected to make a return later in the week, which we'll get into a little bit later. But right now, mainly clear conditions over Kitchener, Waterloo, and surrounding areas. Pretty nice as we get into the evening. Clear conditions overnight expected as well. So right now we are sitting at 24 here in KW, 25 if you're in London, just slightly cooler if you are by the water, but overall pretty nice. And yeah, to your point, that humidity, we're not really feeling that stickiness in the air. So a nice break, definitely enjoyable outside.
Yeah, still a good day to be by the water, though.
Yes, definitely.
All right, here's what you need to know as we take you to break. The Way Back Festival returns to downtown Kitchener Friday night. You can take in the free classic rock live concert at Carl's Air Square. Cambridge City Council are set to discuss whether to go into debt to cover the cost of promised accessibility upgrades to a baseball diamond at Riverside Park. The Kinwood Diamond is used by athletes taking part in the Buddy League adaptive baseball program. Last year, Council approved about $3 million in upgrades, including improved pathways and bleachers and artificial turf, infield accessible dugouts, and accessible washrooms. There was hope around half the cost would be covered through donations and a grant from the Jays Care Foundation, but the application was unsuccessful. So now staff are recommending the entire project be funded through debt.
This is really that chance to become that welcoming space. Not only is it a facility that we can use as Buddy League, but the entire community can use.
City councilors set to discuss the project at a meeting this evening. The city has also launched a fundraising campaign encouraging residents, groups, and businesses to donate to the project as well.
Managing bugs and all that disease on your greenery. Tanya Olson joining us once again as we are here from Royal City Nursery. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's beautiful out today.
So nice. Lucky us that we're outside enjoying a little bit of that sunshine. Talking all things, like we said, bugs and managing, you know, maybe a bit of disease, which is
pest
not
and
always
disease
fun.
control, right?
Yeah. So what should we be doing? What should we be keeping an eye out for?
One of the things we got to remember is when it gets really hot, usually after it starts to cool down, we see quite literally an explosion of insects and an explosion of a few basic diseases on our plants. Now, if we only see one or two, honestly, I'm not worried. We're going to pluck the leaf, pluck the bug, get rid of it, get it off property, no big deal. If we've got a larger infestation, then it is something to worry about. But I thought we'd show a few examples of what to look for in the garden, because not everybody knows.
No.
So we're actually going to start with this little guy.
And this one's interesting too, because this little bug here, very sneaky. I couldn't even spot it at first.
Very sneaky, right? So when we look at the plant, we can tell that this plant has been a favorite buffet of somebody, right? There's quite a few leaves missing, and we'll get some close-ups going in later on. But there is a little itty green caterpillar-like thing right there.
And the exact same color of the leaf too.
And the little devil is a whole lot more flexible than you or I will ever be. So every time he starts to munch, he actually forms to the shape of the hole he cut out. So it's hard to see. But what we're looking at is something called the sawfly larva.
Okay.
So how do you treat them? Anything that's soft-bodied, so whether it's this little dude or aphids or spider mites, you could use an insecticidal soap, something like Endol, works really well.
Okay.
And this one's already mixed. So all you do is spray it on. Do not do this in the middle of the day, too hot.
Okay.
Now, when we look at a hosta leaf, one of the challenges are these things, the holes in the leaf. A lot of times this is done at night, so we come out, we get customers saying there's holes in the hostas, I have no idea what's going on. So we've got the slugs or the snails crawling up the plant, eating out a hole, and then disappearing for the day when it's nice and cool.
Of course.
So for that, we use a slug pellet. Now this one, totally organic.
Okay.
And this pellet, all you're going to do literally is sprinkle it on the ground, and that will kill the little darlings.
Okay, so it's again, pretty easy peasy to
Easy
use.
peasy and totally organic. I want to make sure that we are using organic principles when we're in the garden, and we also want to make sure that treatment is actually your last option.
Okay.
Right? So good fertilizing, good watering, good health,
Right.
and every once in a while we need a little help. Now, you had a good story about
did.
this thing.
The timing is perfect.
We're in the middle of July, and you knew what was in
It
here.
is a Japanese beetle, and it's funny, like, oh,
Bingo.
Alex, you don't have a green thumb, how do you know? My dad actually has a small vineyard, if you will, a project in his backyard, and I spent about 3 hours recently helping him pick off each of these little guys while pruning in the back end. There's a lot of them this year.
There is a lot of them. So for that, we should be using a trap. So that's what this is. There's a pheromone that goes in this little cage. So the pheromone is the girl beetle.
Yep.
And then all the boy beetles, like boy beetles do, get excited. They fly up, they bounce off the wings, and get collected in the bucket.
Gotcha.
So you do need to empty this bucket.
Yeah, a little bit of work to go into this, but that means the Japanese beetles can stay off the vines and
Yes,
the leaves, and we're happy.
Absolutely. And again, we're attracting the male beetles, which ultimately interrupts the reproductive cycle, right? So it doesn't do a lot for the beetles you've got.
Right.
We're dealing with beetles that are coming.
Right. Perfect.
And our last little darlings, we've got some examples of fungal infections
Right.
or disease. So there's 3 really common ones here. This one is rust, called rust because, well, it's rusty.
Yep.
Right? So it's easy to spot. This one's on a hydrangea. We've got some powdery mildew, and that's this grayish cast.
Yeah, that's good to know, because that's something I've noticed out in the gardens
That's
too
right,
recently.
that's right. And we see a lot of fungal infections usually when it's hot and humid, right? High heat, high humidity drives all of this stuff. And the other one we see really common, now this is a dogwood, so there's a black spot on here,
Right.
but that could be on a rose or it could be
Okay.
on a magnolia. So with all 3 of these, you're going to treat these exactly the same.
Okay.
And a little bit of pruning. So if it's only a leaf or 2, take the leaf, pluck it, and out it goes.
Okay.
If we've got a really bad infestation, then using something that's got a sulfur base. So whether it's a lime sulfur, whether it's ready to use, or the one on the end is a powder.
Okay.
Literally, you're mixing in water and spraying on, but don't do it in the heat of the day. You want to do it early morning or later in the evening when it's nice and cool. And we're going to see this in our gardens again because it's got lots of heat and lots of humidity. It's
Right.
beautiful, right? It's been a summer.
It has been a summer, and when you say heat and humidity, that's definitely what we've been experiencing quite a bit.
Yes. Now there's one other little treasure I want to talk about. This is actually sunburn.
Okay.
So plants show it from the edges in. So this is not something you can treat. All you want to do for this, we're going to pluck the leaves off and they'll be fine because we've got buds for next year. That's
Right.
what these little
you can
darlings
already
in there.
see them,
That's
yeah.
next year's leaf buds.
Okay.
Super simple. They'll regrow. It can be done.
I know we keep saying this each and every week, but I'm like, low maintenance.
Yes, that's what we want. We want it low maintenance. We just want to know what the solutions are to get there.
Exactly, and I think you know what I might be purchasing on my way out today. Maybe
Say hi to your dad.
I will. Gift for you, Dad. All right, Tanya, always
soon.
a pleasure. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And here's what you need to know. If you are looking to make new friends, you can take part in Hello Stranger, a social event that makes connecting with people a bit easier. It's happening tomorrow at TWB Brewing at 6:30 p.m. for people ages 25 to 40. Stay with us. Well, it's been a beautiful start to the week. I cannot believe that we are already more than halfway through July.
I know. Don't say
Sad.
that.
It's sad, but the conditions are great. It's been a really good summer so far, despite that humidity that we saw for a long time there, but we're getting a break from it.
And some string of, wet weather on and off, some thunderstorms here and there, but that, of course, is summer in Ontario. But yes, we've really been lucky with some beautiful conditions. Even this one, this is a shot from outside of our station here in Kitchener, and nice blue sky. That sun is shining out there still. We are seeing just a few clouds out there, but overall, really nice and comfortable and it's sunny, but again, we're not feeling that extreme heat and humidity, which is nice, and further to what Leanne said. So it's a bit of a nice break from what we saw, a couple weeks or so ago with that extreme conditions. So enjoy it while we can, because that humidity may be making a return a bit later. So into the evening, even into the overnight, mainly clear conditions sticking with us. So a pretty nice night. If you do have some outdoor plans, maybe you want to grab dinner on the patio or just relax outside on the deck. Really nice conditions for that as we get into the evening hours, even getting into your Wednesday rather, into your Thursday. So really Thursday is when we could see a bit of that cloud cover start to roll in, and we could see scattered showers throughout the day. So a little bit of wet weather expected. So you may want to keep that umbrella nearby and alter any outdoor plans or activities that you may have. So 24 degrees here in Kitchener-Waterloo this hour, feeling pretty much close to that 24-degree mark because we're not feeling that humidity out there today. Slightly cooler if you are by the water. It is 23 in Toronto this hour. So our expected high 26. We have not hit that actually at this point. So we're going to keep an eye to see if we do in the next hour or so. So we are sitting normal for this time of year. Record high 36. That was set in 1955, and in 1992 we dropped to an overnight low. Our record low was 6 degrees. That sun rising a minute after 6 o'clock, and that sun is setting 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. So we are in that 8 o'clock hour now as the days get just ever so slightly shorter, but still feeling nice and long out there. 12 degrees overnight low expected. Clear conditions to stick around, so very, very comfortable conditions overnight. And then tomorrow, sunny sky, but that UV index is going to be quite high. So sitting at 9. Again, that's what we saw today. So if you are going to be outside, layer up that sunscreen, wear those hats, and of course, keep an eye and try to find some shade. So for your Wednesday, sunny conditions expected high of 29. And then Thursday, that's when we could be hitting the 32-degree mark. And with that humidex, it will feel hotter than that. Slight chance of showers, but then getting into your Friday, we could see a chance for a little bit more wet weather with an expected high of 27.
Okay, here's what's trending. From Labubu to Funko Pops and even Pokemon cards, mystery bags and blind boxes have exploded in popularity, and retailers are cashing in on the craze. It was in the 90s that it was Beanie Babies.
Yes.
That's what I remember.
I love Beanie Babies.
That was the best. The 2000s were Hatchimals, and now one of the latest crazes, Labubus. A highly sought-after toy has created quite the buying frenzy.
It sure has. So adding to the allure are mystery options becoming more available, and retailers are gambling on that sense of excitement.
They've probably got a couple of them that are super rare, and these are the ones that, third party and aftermarkets are reselling at higher amounts because people really want them.
It doesn't matter if you're a kid or if you're a grown adult with your own money. What is appealing is the element of surprise, that every purchase is a bit of a gamble.
Well, it doesn't seem like this trend is going away anytime soon. I don't know. I don't have a Labubu, do you?
No, I don't. I have started to see them everywhere, but they kind of remind me of Furbies, if you remember those a little bit.
That's what I remember. Yeah. We're clearly 90s kids.
Clearly.
All right, stay with us. We have more coming up, but before you go, we'll tell you what you need to know. Taking a night of music in the park put on by the Township of North Dumfries. The free concert goes from 7 to 8 tomorrow night at Centennial Park in Ayr, with the Air Pipe Band taking the stage.
It's Jeff, KP, and Backstage Ben in the morning.
3 awesome people that want to start your day or finish your overnight shift.
You'll laugh, you'll text, you'll call, you'll scratch your head, and maybe even beat Backstage Ben. Weekday mornings from 5:30 to 10.
Listen live on the iHeartRadio app or at 105.3 Virgin Radio.
Here's the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. Just weeks after performing at his farewell concert, British rock legend Ozzy Osbourne has died. In a statement released by his family, it stated Osborne passed away this morning, surrounded by family and love. Ozzy rose to prominence in the 70s. His death comes after he reunited with his original Black Sabbath bandmates for an emotional farewell concert in the UK just 2 weeks ago. The singer was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2019 and was very open about his struggles with drugs and alcohol and mental health issues. He was 76 years old. We're learning new details about a major drug bust at the Windsor border that happened in late May. More than 187 kilograms of suspected cocaine was found in the trailer of a truck coming into Canada from the U.S. The suspected drugs were stuffed into 2 suitcases and 5 garbage bags. Officers believe the haul is worth more than $23 million. The driver, a 55-year-old man from Richmond Hill, is charged with importing cocaine and possession of cocaine for the purpose of trafficking. A new report out today says taxes are the biggest expense for Canadian families. The Fraser Institute report points out that the average family in Canada spent about $48,000 in total taxes last year. The report also says Canadian families spent more on taxes than on housing, food and clothing combined. It says taxes have grown faster than any other expenditure for an average Canadian family, going up by more than 2,700% since 1961. The Toronto Blue Jays will be looking for a 5th straight win when they continue their series with the New York Yankees tonight. The Jays beat the Yankees 4-1 last night, marking their 11th straight home victory. That set a new franchise record. The Jays are now 4 games ahead of the Yankees for first place in the American League East. And a Kitchener library is proving its space can be used for more than just reading. KPL's Southwest branch has a full teaching kitchen to offer food programming. Pizzas, wonton soup, and cakes are just some of the recipes taught using their state-of-the-art appliances. With classes for young ones and adults too, organizers say their food literacy programs focus not only on the physical cooking, but also emotional relationships with food.
It's so vital to overall well-being to not stigmatize anything surrounding food. This is stuff we need to grow. This is stuff we need to remain at our best, both physiologically and psychologically.
In the next hour, we will bring you more on the library's Little Chefs program, and we'll find out what those kids were up to and what they were making earlier today. That's it. We'll leave it there. We're back at 6. For now, over to CTV National. Have a great night.